For many people, eating healthy and losing weight seems impossible. Food addiction is a very serious problem that is quite simply being addicted to junk food in the same way that drug addicts are addicted to drugs. It involves the same areas in the brain, the same neurotransmitters, and many of the symptoms are identical. Some of the symptoms that lead to this disorder are eating a lot more than you intended to, eating until feeling excessively stuffed, feeling guilty after eating but doing it again soon, hiding your food consumption from others, making up excuses in your head, and setting up rules when eating. All of these signs may vary among different people, but as you list them, don't they occur very often all around us? As a result, it seems like many people happen to deal with this obsession. The big question is, how is it that we cannot control ourselves when eating fats and sugars? Processed junk foods have a powerful influence on the reward centers in the brain, involving brain neurotransmitters. Typical junk foods as well as other foods containing high amounts of sugar and or wheat tend to cause addiction. Food addiction is a relatively new term that implies an unhealthy relationship with food. All of this information connects perfectly fine with the film Super Size Me by Morgan Spurlock. It documents how ingesting fatty foods from McDonald's ultimately destroys the protagonist's health. I highly recommend this film. It's a great way of understanding how serious is food disorder.
Hi, Isabel.
Hi, Danielle.
I'm so glad you're here with us this morning because, I've got to start off with this, and I'm sure you've probably heard this before. There's so many diet solutions and so many books out there that it can get overwhelming and confusing. What makes your book different?
What I teach people is a realistic approach to not only losing weight, keeping that weight off, and staying healthy. And I say realistic because a lot of the diets that are out there are not realistic long term.
It's true.
So as you've probably seen before, people lose weight, but then they can't stick to whatever it is that that particular diet was teaching them or telling them to eat, and then they gain the weight right back. And it ends up being a yo-yo cycle, and they get frustrated, and they just give up on the dieting, give up on the healthy eating.
And you know what, I've been there, I have to admit. I've been one of those people where you try a diet and it works for the short term, but then because it doesn't continue to work, you just completely give up, and then you go have that piece of cake. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or two or three. And so what is the diet solution?
Well, what the diet solution is a healthy, natural way of eating. And I don't want that to sound like you're going to eat, nuts and berries or anything like that. No.
Okay.
It's going to be good food and natural foods like natural meats and poultry and whole eggs and good fats like avocados and olive oil and even things like butter, which people are really surprised when I tell them you can put butter on your vegetables and put some salt on them, and it's going to taste delicious. So as you can see, it's a different approach, but it's an approach that works.
It sounds like it's more of a lifestyle approach. It's not dieting for the moment or for that month, but that it's a complete lifestyle change.
Danielle, that's exactly what it is, and that's what my clients and my readers have really embraced and appreciated about the Diet Solution program, is that they can eat this way for the long term. It's how I eat. It's how my family eats. So it's great. It's easy to do.
And finally, fight for your health, take care of your body, and always maintain a homeostatic diet.